This does never not taste good. Well, this week in comics, this is a new segment. One of the new segments that I was talking about in my Wednesday update. If you saw it, I don't know. But yeah, well, so let's get started. Week is not really going to be a week because I have a lot of good stuff came out this month. So I'm basically going to talk about all of it. But maybe I might make this monthly and I might make this weekly or bi-weekly. I'm not really sure yet. But we'll see how it goes. So, Deadly Class. If you haven't read it, you should. It's done by Rick Remender, the author, and let's see here, the art is by Wesley Craig and Lee Lowride. Pretty good stuff. It's the story about a kid who grows up in an orphanage and ends up homeless under suspicious circumstances. He winds up finding himself in a school for assassins, and it's just about him navigating through his high school life. It's not the typical high school. Well, they have the cliche, the jock, the nerds, but it's very well written, and the story is getting pretty good. There's a lot of backstabbing, which is just common for, but you should check it out. Then we got Batgirl, and I love the new incarnation of Batgirl. It took them 36 issues, but they finally got her right. Enough of that. Like, the first 36 for the new 52 is serious. Batgirl's serious, and she's taking down crime. And yeah, look, girl, I love you, but no matter how hard you try, you will never be Batman. Stop trying to be Batman. She's a 20-something-year-old girl in college, and the way the comic up until issue number 36 portrayed her was that she literally hated her life, yet she continued to be Batgirl. But it was Batgirl that made her life miserable, which, is understandable, but then she would be talking to like a psychiatrist and bitching about her shitty life. And she knew what the cause of the problem was. If so, you have no right to complain. You can stop being Batgirl anytime you want to. It's not like anybody is asking for Batgirl, because you're not Batman. Nobody gives a shit. But the new team, which is Brendan Fletcher and Cameron Stewart on the writing, and then Babs Tarr on the pencils and ink, they're meshing together like they're going like peanut butter and jelly. It just works. The story now, she's in college. She's more human. They, instead of just focusing on the superhero aspect of her life, they found a way to integrate her regular life with her superhero life, which is how a superhero comic should be, and it's very well, and they're doing a great job at it. Next we have The Wicked and the Divine, issue number 7. I really enjoy The Wicked and the Divine. It's an interesting take on the whole idea of godhood. If people were given the power of God, what they would do with it. And each god goes his own route. Some people, because this is not like, oh, we're secretly gods and nobody knows about us. No, everybody knows that gods exist. And some people decide to be rock stars. Some people are just underground. Some people just want to be left alone. And some people just try to live normal lives. But the story is told from the perspective of one of the fans who, through a series of circumstances, ends up involved with one of the gods. He is precedingly killed, and now we're just following her life. In issue number 7, she's still on the search to find out who framed the god she became involved with. For some reason, they think a fan would, I don't know, love the god so much that they would kill the god. I don't really know what's going on there, but it's good. And let's just move on quickly because I'm going over the time I wanted this to take. We got Magneto, issue number 14. If you haven't read Magneto yet, go read Magneto. I'm not explaining to you why you should read it, just that you should read it because it's amazing. Magneto is the shit. He is the greatest anti-hero ever. Charles would be proud. Okay, next is all new X-Men. And the X-Men right now, I'm really enjoying. I'll get into Uncanny X-Men later, but all new X-Men, I can already see how Secret Wars or how the Marvel continuity that's supposed to come together, I think it's next month or in the next 2 months, is going to be mostly because of the X-Men. Because the X-Men, all new X-Men, or whatever, are currently in the Ultimate Universe, and they're trying to get back home. They're fighting Doctor Doom, and they've already teamed up with Miles Morales, which is the only good thing that's come out of the Ultimate Universe. So it's obvious what's going to happen. They're going to take Miles, I predict they'll probably take Miles back with them, or maybe the X-Men from the Ultimate Universe will combine with the all-new X-Men. Not really sure where they're going with this, but it looks to be good. Now we almost done. We got Thor, issue number 4, and I love Lady Thor. I think she is the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that was working with him in Thor, God of Thunder, but not sure yet. He clearly has some sort of affiliation with her because they kiss, and he's like, I've kissed a lot of bitches. Your mouth seems familiar. But, well, hopefully, we'll see how long they'll hold on to that secret identity gag. Hopefully not long. Good issue. The artwork was great as always. And, yeah, nothing to complain about. Next we got Gotham Academy, issue number 4. I really like Gotham Academy. It's an interesting take on, I guess, haunted. I wouldn't consider it horror, but it's mystery. Yes, mystery. That's the word. It's kind of like Scooby-Doo, except not as monotonous and repetitive. You got. Wow, I don't actually know the main character's name. The only character I know for sure is Maps because she has an interesting name. She finds a secret passageway inside the halls of the dormitories where they live, and I think she sees Killer Croc. I think that was Killer Croc at the end. I'm not entirely sure. He looked like Killer Croc, but if it is Killer Croc's probably gonna kill her. So, but she goes up to him. She's like, I know who you are. I'm not gonna tell anybody, but do you know something about my mom? And I'm like looking like, bitch, that's Killer Croc. Cut off right there. Camera ran out of memory, but whatever. Let's speed this up. Got 3 more I want to go over. I'll save X-Men for last. Sex Criminals. Love it as always. The humor's great. The artwork's consistent. I even love when you finish it, the fan pages, when they start talking about giving you sex tips and stuff. It's a very goofy comic, but it's serious at the same time. And I really like where it's going. I hope no one dies because Kegel Face looks like she's going to kill somebody. Why, I don't really know. Personally, I find if you want to maintain order and you want people to be on your side, you shouldn't attack them and tell them that this is the way it is. She should have explained to them why nobody should know about their powers. Because she's right, I agree with her. They will get dissected and used in science experiments, but you didn't never bother to explain that to them. So they just assume you're some crazy bitch who's just talking shit. So, I don't know. But people go about stuff different ways. Second and last, we got Alex and Ada. very good stuff. It's sad to see Alex's grandmother die. Didn't really expect to see that coming. And even after, now they're going to bring her robot, give it AI, bring it, basically turn it on. Don't know how that's going to turn out. Hope that turns out well. Not really sure. And I didn't understand the ending, because I guess I'm not familiar with all the characters yet. Why? Who the hell was the girl who said, "Are you prepared to do this?" And she's crying. She's like, "Yes." I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? I think that might have been his ex-girlfriend. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely check out Alex and Ada if you haven't. Made by the same guy who did Girls, Girls, check out definitely. It's great, phenomenal. And lastly, before I run out of time, we have Uncanny X-Men, which is my favorite comic out right now. Frickin' Ava Bell goes back in time to talk to Charles Xavier. Of course, he's pissed off. What the fuck are you doing here, bitch? Look, shit's crazy. We need your help. You shouldn't be here right now. Now, I wouldn't be here right now if shit wasn't crazy and it wasn't your fault. And Charles is just, no, not having any of it. But stuff is really going. Scott dies. Cyclops dies. Magic dies. Emma Frost dies. Everybody's getting killed off. But this ties into all new X-Men, which, if she brought Charles Xavier to the future. So my guess is, and this is my theory, that it's when they reboot it, he's gonna come back. And maybe, I don't know what they're gonna do about Wolverine, but they're gonna find a way to bring him back too, that'll be interesting. But that's all I have this week. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment on what maybe you want. I don't know. Just say whatever you freaking want. I don't care. Keep on the lookout for my new stuff. And as always, Johnny.